policeman.
Listen to me.
Crispy.
You need to go now. Get her out of here now! Shoot him down! Get her out of here! Get her out! Go get them! Now!
Wilson.
Get an ambulance! Somebody, please!
Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yeah, boy, yeah! What?
Hello guys, welcome to my review of episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again, season 2. Gloves off. So this one focuses on Wilson Fisk and his big upcoming boxing match, I guess, which ends up being very brutal. Then they finally focus on Bullseye again, because I was like, bro, where was Bullseye? Because I'm guessing he's just like the replacement for Punisher, because Punisher's getting his special in May, which I didn't even realise. I was thinking it was at the end of the year, but in May instead, which is good. I don't know if it's going to be between season 2 of Born Again and Brand New Day, since it's in the new Spider-Man film. So yeah, it seems like Bullseye just pretends to be Punisher anyway, just to lure out some of Wilson Fisk's guards and just brutally kills him, but having a milkshake beforehand, I guess. And yeah, I can't really stay on that for too long because, you know, TikTok's just crazy. And then everyone's just making recordings of what happened to them, like Wilson Fisk army. Like Karen's just recording them. And Daredevil, I guess he ends up doing something with her, I guess. White Tiger. Which I'm guessing they'll probably show more of what she's going to do in, like, the next episode. Yeah. I want to see Karen, like, actually get a body on her. Yeah. And as for Vanessa, we'll get to something that happens with her, like, in the end of the episode, but I'm just happy things are finally going the way that how they should do, because Daredevil's just refusing to do the right thing, and you already know what I mean. And this guy, I don't know if he was like one of the survivors of the thing that happened with the boat, and Matthew Lillard, he kind of comes back to talk about his fee that he should have got after helping with the destruction of that boat, I guess, or whatever. Well, getting the things that he wanted from the boat, and then I think it was that it wasn't Fisk who still destroyed it anyway. He still had the order to do it. And in a way, you could say Matthew Lillard was trying to threaten Wilson Fisk in this moment, but he thought like he had the higher power play. But Wilson Fisk kind of showed that he had a lot more power, and this Wesley is not, I guess, a bit more careful. Like, seeing him with his hands up, I was like, really? Man, you're not even on the same level as Wesley. He wouldn't even do that. I mean, he made a dumb mistake in the end, but Jesus, Wesley, having his hand up, I was like, really? There must be something to that. It didn't even make sense. And then Wesley just takes out two of his guards, Matthew Lillard's guards, and he just kind of has to give up at that moment and says, shit. And then, while they're working together to bring down Wilson Fisk, people end up going to her office later. Vanessa ends up bribing her to give in because in the last episode she was doing something against Wilson Fisk, and I guess Wilson Fisk obviously probably wasn't happy about that, so Vanessa took care of it. But I guess Vanessa said, to her that she can control him so he doesn't have any outbursts, because that's what I guess she's afraid of, otherwise she wouldn't want to work with someone like him. But yeah, she's able to manipulate him. But I just wonder what will happen if a certain thing happens going into the next episode. And, she basically gives the files that was recorded from Karen, the evidence to give to, I guess, one of the people who was stealing alcohol from a previous episode. Yeah. Daredevil decides to disguise himself as Wilson's Fisk army so he can get intel and go to the crime scene where, I guess, Bullseye killed everyone. And it's just hilarious that he's wasting his time trying to find Bullseye who's actually doing something, instead of finding a way to bring down Vanessa and Wilson Fisk's the actual problem. Because he's at least getting rid of the people who are causing so much bad things to happen. And it's kind of cool that they kind of do some flashbacks and reminiscence on stuff from season 1. I miss this actor when he used to play as a kid Daredevil, and then he went to Ozark and stuff. But yeah, then he has to talk with someone that kind of knew that Bullseye was here, and he gets a lead. And then he finds him, and he seems like he's just trying to have you can't say a fully normal life, even though he has someone that likes him. He's still going on killing people. Yeah. You could say recklessly, but so far in his new life, he hasn't, if I can say it like that, because I guess he was trying to get a blessing from, like, Daredevil's mum, so if it's coming from his mum, I don't know if he's supposed to say at that point would Matt give in to him being a better person, but since they're still killing and Matt just has a cool will, even though he finally broke it, well, he was willing to finally break it when he tried to kill Bullseye, but Bullseye just had some kind of way to survive a fall, I guess. Yeah. Like, if he didn't have, like, some power or whatever happened to him after season 3, whatever experiment needed to him to survive a fall, like, that he survived, Daredevil would have officially killed someone at that point. Yeah. And just, he ends up getting away anyway. And this guy, he ends up recording the bullet stuff of what happened, but then the new Wesley ends up killing him. It's just funny, I still call him the new Wesley. And then, basically gives the evidence to her and stuff. He's getting ready for his boxing match, which ends up being brutal. He ends up destroying the guy. And the brutal thing is not even the boxing match, it's what happens when Vanessa gets there, which I'm already saying it. Vanessa actually gets attacked by Bullseye. Yeah, because Bullseye goes here and kills the guards. She tries to, take down Bullseye, but the whole time, I guess she didn't realize she had like a flipping giant glass near her neck or something. I think it was near her neck. And she just falls to the ground, and Joel's Fisk is just like, Vanessa! It's just funny to think about back in season 1, like, you saw Wilson Fisk get so pissed about Vanessa. When someone just interrupted his first date with her, and it wasn't even like fully together, and he slammed someone's face to pieces with a car door. And it gets to this point, you can't imagine what he's going to do from Vanessa possibly being dead after this. Yeah, I'm guessing Daredevil kind of worked out that she got stabbed. Yeah. Oh, it was to the flipping face, not even like flipping neck. It was just so quick. I was like, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Vanessa's hopefully dead. Like, thank you, God, for hopefully getting rid of her. Foggy's been revenged, thanks to the actual hero, Bullseye, because he's actually doing the things that I just want Daredevil to do at this point. There's just some people you have to kill, man. There's just not going back. But you could kind of see that someone like Wilson Fisk guards, maybe they was thinking they was joining to do the right thing, but then maybe some of them are just like, Jesus, I wish I could get out of this. But if they try to get out, maybe Wilson Fisk will think they'll leak something, so he'll just probably just kill them, because that's what Wilson Fisk does. I mean, he killed a whole boatload of people with no evidence or anything. But yeah, hopefully at least one thing's finally gone bad for Wilson Fisk. Like, Vanessa's dead. I'm just praying. she's actually dead. It's been a long time coming. I mean, especially since by the time she, fully got with what Wilson Fisk was doing after she realized he was, a criminal and murdered innocent people, and she started to murder innocent people and then killing Foggy, one of the best characters, if not the best character in the Daredevil series. Yeah, it's her time to go. But I guess we'll see. And then I'm just hoping Kingpin still dies by the end of this show so we can actually focus on a new threat. They're kind of setting up the Hand and stuff, and I kind of just want a new threat at this point because it's a joke that is still alive. And I don't know what the last kill, the Punisher special, what that's going to be. What's going to be Punisher's last kill? Will it be Wilson Fisk or someone else from his past? I guess we'll see. Like, is Spider-Man going to make him not kill anymore or something? Right, it's called the One Last Kill or something. Yeah, whatever the title is. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens for the next 4 episodes. I know Jessica Jones is coming soon. I thought she would have came by the end of at least this episode, like at least at the very end, like just show her returning or something. Like, just show like, I don't know, Daredevil went away from the scene, he gets back, saying that Vanessa got stabbed, and Kevin, I guess she'll just be happy hearing that, to be honest. Because she basically got Foggy killed because she hired Bullseye to do it. And Bullseye, for some reason, just wants to redeem himself. So I want to maybe make a video on why Bullseye is trying to redeem himself. But other than that, yeah, that's all I've got to say for now. Sure you can hit a like. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.